this webinar, we take a closer look on how you can prepare your puppy for a long life of being groomed. My name is Katrien van Gemert and I'm a Lagotto breeder and groomer from the Netherlands. Here you see me with two of our homebred puppies, Zappa and Tufo. In this webinar, we focus on the chapter Puppies from the very first book about the breed-specific grooming for the Lagotto Romagnolo. If you're interested in purchasing the book, please go to our website. This webinar is divided in two chapters. The first chapter, Working with Puppies, How to Prepare Puppies for a Long Life of Being Groomed, and Chapter 2, What Breeders Can Do, the essential first 8 weeks. Let me introduce you to our 4-month-old puppy. Her name is Bloom. We're going to show you some practice with her to get ready for a long life of being groomed. That's a good girl. In this chapter, we will show you some examples of in-house training that you could perform with your puppy to prepare for a long life of being groomed. Nails and in-between paw pads, eyes, ears, teeth, brush, scissor, clippers, and table training. In the next video, we will show you a way how you can prepare your puppy for nail and in-between paw pad care. Proper nail care is very important for any dog, so also for your Lagotto. Not all Lagottos like it to be touched as the nail, and it's important to get them used to it. So here we see Bloom again, and she is one of those puppies that is not very comfortable with her nails. So we practice a lot with her. Not only to touch the nails in the way as demonstrated by going over her nail with our own nails, but also by holding her paw and her feet. And we even cut little tips of the nails and make it as comfortable as possible for her. That's why she's sitting on my lap. We take a lot of time in between. And even if it might look a little bit uncomfortable, this is something that's very essential for her general health, so we need to train her to get used to this. Here we see the thumbnail, and it's very long and sharp, so we need to shorten it. Again, we support it and take a little tip of the nail. In the next video, we demonstrate how you can get your puppy used being scissored around the eyes. As well, we show a way to support the head, an essential part of safe grooming around the eyes. While sitting on the table, we practice that her chin is being held to support her head, and we show her that scissors are moving around her head. You can even practice to take a little coat if you dare to. And this puppy has been trained in this way for quite a while now. We work her very slowly, touch her face, her muzzle, move her coat, and scissor little bits of hair. Just to make her getting used to the whole routine. the general health of your Lagotto, it's important to take good care of their ears. In the next video, we demonstrate some basic essentials. You will also see that supporting the head of your puppy is very important to avoid accidents. Here is Bloom again, and we're going to take care of her ears. So I open the ear and put it aside so I can remove some hair under the ear to promote airflow to the ears. And you can see that she's not very comfortable with this, but it's important in this stage that we teach her that we continue to scissor the hair and that she needs to stay still, because this is going to happen the rest of her life for her health, because airflow in ears is very important in Lagotto as they're prone to ear infections. So we also remove a little bit of hair from the inside of the ear, and we teach her trimming of the ear rims, as this is also something that needs to be done. And as you can see, her eyes tell us this is not her favorite thing in life, but she needs to get used to it as it's her own health. In the next video, we explain why and how you should train your puppy for a full bite inspection. Bite care and inspections are an important part of your dog's life. So we train from very young age that we look at the teeth, both sides and the front, and that we touch the teeth. If you would practice this, your dog gets really used to teeth routines. When your puppy is changing the bite, you might stop this for a while because they're more sensitive. And we also open them out for a full mouth inspection, as this might be something that will happen at a vet check. If young puppies get used to being brushed, scissored, when their coat has been shortened with a clipper at a young age, and they have been exposed to table training on a regular basis, they are prepared for that long life of being groomed. If you want to learn how to take proper care of your Lagotto, please start with our first webinar about the general care. In the general care webinar, we will explain, for example, how to cut your dog's nails, how to shorten the coat in between the paw pads. We will explain our vision about plucking ears, how to brush your dog's coat, and much more that every Lagotto owner should know. With the coat of the Lagotto continuing to grow, it's important to take care of the length of the hairs around the paws. And as you can see, Bloom is not really willing to get this done, but we keep calm and wait and take little bits of hair to get her used to something that she needs to undergo the rest of her life. She's a long-coated breed, so the hair needs to be taken care of. Now we leave the paw on the table and take little bits of hair. This is just practicing. In this second chapter, we will discuss what breeders can do and the essential first 8 weeks. Prepare puppies in a positive way for the long life of being groomed. Educate your future puppy buyers about the essence of training their puppies so puppies get used to the routines and won't build up too much stress during their necessary grooming sessions. As well, we give a little bit of information about the general body condition of your Lagotto Romagnolo puppy. Even when the puppies are still very young, it's important to start their general care. So from the first days or first weeks of their life, it's important to start cutting their nails. Afterwards, you also have to start checking the hair around the rear end and even later in between the paw pads. We have very positive experience with shortening the coat with a clipper when the puppies are around 5 weeks of age. We have seen that the puppies are at a later stage in their life much more prepared for being groomed with clippers. Regular nail clipping from right after the puppies are born is part of daily care. Check regularly and if needed, shorten the coat at the puppy's rear end. Get puppies used to work on their ears. Get puppies used to bite and mouth inspections. Shorten coat in between the paw pads. Make sure puppies can see and get them used to daily eye cleaning. Around 5 to 6 weeks of age, you can clip down the body and tights with a 12mm blade, or even shorter if you prefer. Scissor the transitions. When puppies grow, it's important to keep an eye on their general body condition. In the next video, we explain a way how to check your puppy's general body condition. For proper weight management, we have the following tip. Move your fingers from the spine to the lateral side of the rib cage and just move slightly over the ribs. If you feel the same as what you would feel if you go with your finger over your knuckles, your dog is too thin. If you go over the dorsal side of your hand, that's just perfect. If it feels the same when going over the inside of your hand, your dog is slightly overweighted. Hopefully this webinar gave you the information that you were searching for. If you want to learn the techniques on how to take proper care for your Lagotto Romagnolo, please go to our webinar channel. In part 1, General Care, we explain all techniques for a proper general care of your Lagotto, what every Lagotto owner should know. In part 1, General Care, we explain all techniques for a proper general care of your Lagotto, what every Lagotto owner should know.